Hello, Melanie-Jane here, and today we're going to have I won't call it a cooking lesson because it's my sort of throw together. What I'm wearing first, and most important, my blue shorts, which if you know my video from Devon's a long time ago, probably 2 years ago, I bought these. I have some tan hold-ups on and a rather nice polka dot dress, which I don't think you've seen before, but I've had it quite a while. There may be some Flickr photos in it, I'm not sure. So what are we having for tea? Well, first of all, I've got some potatoes. They'll be roasted in olive oil, a little bit of balsamic vinegar, which just adds a little, and some salt. They can go in the oven now. The oven's ready, 200 degrees. We have some cow. Some fillet steak, which you saw me buy. No, you didn't see me buy in the butcher's, you saw me buying chicken. And the previous time I bought some fillet steak, the battery ran out before I got to the butcher's. So, you didn't see that. I tried to video it. Now with the steak and the potatoes, we're going to have slow fried peppers and mushrooms. And I don't know if you know, but if you fry peppers for quite a long time, they go really sweet, really lovely. And the mushrooms will go in a bit later. But again, they just form a really nice mixture. And then we will have garlic, leeks and creme fraiche.
That's lovely.
Which is, again, another nice thing. And that's a bit sort of saucy. Ooh, saucy. So, yeah. So, next thing to do is to chop the pepper and get that on. It's actually part of a pepper because I had some left from something I cooked the other day. So just cut it into strips, take the little white bits out. Don't know why they just say do that. Can't say I've ever tasted the little white bits. So
Maybe we're missing out on something by not eating them.
Maybe. I can leave the little white bits in if you like. I think it's like the pith of an orange. So. Strips that way, and then strips so you end up with kind of little squares. And then we get to pan. And we go on
Gas mark lots.
gas mark max. Some olive oil. A squadge of olive oil, nice and technical. And then we put the peppers in. Yeah, the mushrooms will go in later. What I'll do first is prepare the garlic. So you top and tail the garlic, and then you crush it like that. And then, oh, it's a bit old, this garlic. Never mind. Never mind, still tastes nice. And then the skins just fall off if you crush it like that. And voila. That's one clove. And then this is another clove. Top it. Tail it. crush it. And skin it. There we are. And now I tend to just... I get a few recipes from Gusto. And the instructions in the recipes say about garlic. Some say chop, don't slice, and some say slice, don't chop. I don't know what the difference is. I mean, the choppers are like that, and the slices are like that. So, what difference does that make to the garlic, I ask? Just need a spoon for the peppers. They're just starting to sizzle. David's just tripped up to the light. So once that's sizzling, I want to turn it down quite a lot and just leave it to slowly sizzle rather than burn. And then they'll go really nice and soft. I had an Indian friend who came round, well, she was a friend from work, and she came round and she cooked me a curry. And she did her peppers like this, and they were gorgeous in the curry. So you just slow fry them, and yum, lovely. Okay, so the garlic is for the leeks, but we'll now just chop the mushrooms up. I'm not got the biggest pan in the world, so I'll cut them quite small. We had a slight technical hitch there, if anybody noticed. And the other thing I forgot to mention was timing. So a meal is all timing. It's the most difficult part, is getting everything ready at once. So those potatoes went in at 5:15. So they're going to be ready about 6 o'clock. The steaks, when they're cooked, they need 10 minutes to rest, and then they'll take about 6 or 7 minutes. So just after 22, I'll start cooking the steaks. The leeks can go on after the steaks in the last 10 minutes. They really don't take very long at all. And we're doing the mushrooms and the onions will go on. I think the mushrooms probably at about 5:30 in about 5 minutes. You may be able to hear the peppers. I said mushrooms and onions, I meant mushrooms and peppers. Mushrooms always shrink quite a lot as well, so we'll do a few.
Shame you can't smell it, isn't it? Because it smells lovely.
Yes.
Maybe that's the next development in video.
Okay.
Smell-o-vision.
A bit sticky, so wash my hands. Right. I think we just wait now for a minute.
Should we fast forward now?
Fast forward. So, in go the mushrooms. We've been leaving the peppers. If you look at the peppers now, they're kind of a bit caramelised, you know, a bit of a slow roast there. You see the olive oil has gone nice and red coloured. Boom, that's a technical term. Boom the mushrooms in.
Boom the mushroom.
Stick a bit more olive oil in. And give it all a stir around. It basically just wants regularly stirring. Try and get some of the mushrooms onto the bottom of the pan. Get them cooking. Right, so I will now prepare the leeks. Remove the garlic skins and the pepper. Right, where was I? Yes, preparing the leek. So we tail the leek, we top it. Always seems a waste that, but and then we take the outer layer off. And there we have a leek. I'll throw those bits away as well. And then we half it lengthways like this. That looks a bit naff. So I'll get rid of that bit. That's come off as well. The problem with leeks, you end up throwing half of it away. And then we just finely slice. Taking care not to chop our fingers off. Oh! Nearly had a bit of nail with the leeks. I'm sort of Lloyd Grossman or somebody would go chop, 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 and it would be done in a split second, but I like my fingers.
You like your fingers?
Yes.
And your nails?
And the nails, yes. So why not take my time? Give it a sizzle. Turn them down a bit. Look at the time. The oven and the cooker, my dear.
Yeah.
You know what they say?
Can't stand the heat.
Get out of the kitchen. Precisely. So, leeks prepared. Get rid of those bits. For the leeks, I need some butter, which is in the fridge. Hopefully. Very posh, we have a butter dish. Very posh, we have a butter dish.
What's wrong with that?
I'll make somebody a lovely wife one day. Right, so next in 5 minutes we'll start cooking the steaks. And then once they're resting, we'll do the leeks. So I'll see you in 5 minutes. Okay, welcome back. So we're now at 22, although somebody needs to go to the loo, so we're actually at 18 minutes to. So now we're going to cook the steaks. Super hot ring. Super hot pan. A little bit of olive oil. Wait for the gap to get piping hot. I'm just going to get myself a fork. And you'll notice I've opened the window and I've opened the door. It's going to get a little smoky in here. I think we'll be... Where's the cameraman gone?
Back here.
Normally I would put the fan on.
Too noisy.
But that's too noisy, so I'm not going to. So we get this super hot, and I like my steaks completely, well, caramelized on the outside, but still red and pink in the middle. And I find 2 3/4 minutes per side is perfect for these size steaks. So I'm going to wait for... Am I hot enough yet? Am I hot enough? So it's going on at 1/4. Yeah, okay. So 3/4 will be, so I'm coming off at 14 minutes to. Now what you see is it sizzles and crackles a hell of a lot, and you move it round the pan a lot, then it goes into a new bit that's really hot, and it really does caramelise the outside quite nicely. So that's 1 minute and 15 seconds so far. And keep moving it around the pan. Also, if you move it up to the edges, it gets the edges of the steak a little more. Don't get oil splashes all over the camera then. And we have 1 more minute to go, and then we'll turn them over. No. I ought to have a pinny on, really. Hey ho. Seconds to go.
Is that box the one you've not got your heels on?
Yes, because I'm a little bit short.
Okay.
Well, it might be for my granddaughter. So 5 seconds to go, and we'll turn it over. Yep. You can see the nicely caramelised, I would say. I keep forgetting to talk to you. Again, keep them moving around the pan. So we're at 15 seconds away from 11 minutes to. The more they sizzle, the better.
Good. When do they go?
Sorry?
When do they go?
Well, we'll go in a bit, don't worry.
Have the chips in.
You don't want to lose concentration on your timings on the steaks.
In other words, shut up, David.
Yes. I have another 45 seconds, so I will check the chips. It's steamy, looking rather nice. Some of them are breaking up, unfortunately. I think that's because that tends to be the flat ones that don't have skins on them. All the other ones I place skin side down so they don't break. That should be nicely done. We have another 10 seconds to go. Where's my fork? Right, so they're done now. Turn it off. Turn it off. And we take the steaks and we simply put them in silver foil, like that. Put that over there like that. And we wrap these up. For 10 minutes.
10 minutes, okay.
So that'll be done at 10 to. So, leeks. Get rid of that. Turn that on. Get a nice big dollop of butter. I think we have enough food to feed an army.
Or me.
Or David, yes. Which are one and the same thing.
Napoleon said an army marches on its stomach.
Yeah.
That's why the French crawl everywhere.
So that was the garlic going in with the butter. And I need a spoon, big spoon. Oh, you can smell the garlic now, I presume. Not you. Well, not you. You.
Smells so good.
And then, when that's all melted, we put the leeks in. This you want to keep stirring quite well.
It's burn, then.
Well, it may burn, but you also want to get coverage of the butter on all of the little bits of leek. And bits of leek. I'll get rid of that bit because it's like an end bit.
I can smell it now.
A little bit of salt. Turn this down a little bit. Just going to turn the oven up on the potatoes just for a minute to get those nice and caramelised. I like that word.
Caramelised.
Caramelised, it's far better than burnt, isn't it?
Yeah, but when you say my house has just been caramelised down, it doesn't sound the same, does it?
No, it doesn't. So then with the leeks, we get some creme fraiche.
That's what I want.
Yes. You'll see the leeks now are nice and kind of softened.
Yes, we should point out that other makes of creme fraiche are also available.
Yes, and probably a couple of dollops. And then just keep stirring that.
Cream then, is it?
Yeah, I don't know what it
Must
is.
have some sort of cheese in it as well, isn't it?
No.
Lots of dairy product, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean it's made with British milk, it says, I don't know. It's like, I don't know what the difference is between that and thick cream. Well, I do in flavour. That's a bit more yogurty than, but maybe it's just not quite yogurt, I don't know.
Okay.
But now you can see this is quite a nice little modge. I think that's done. I'll get a fork. Oh. Oh. I'll turn that off. I'm going to close the windows now because I'm getting close to dishing up.
I think you should do a cooking session for your 17,000 subscribers. And invite them all round.
You're all invited for dinner.
13,000.
Do come along.
13,000 subscribers will turn up at your door. Yeah, we'll come for steak. So the silver foil sort of marinates it, does it? Or marinades it, not marinates it.
It just it rests it. I don't know what technically happens to the meat, but I think it actually probably cooks a little bit more, but well, I
It's
think
got to be cooking in its own heat, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And it's feel the heat on it.
I don't know the technicalities. I just do it. Have you seen my shoes much, by the way?
Oh, yeah. Oh, darn cough. They're caramelising well.
Yep. Some would say burning. So, yeah, you're going to get covered in steam when I do that.
Yeah.
Maybe not. So I put it on a fork so that the oil falls to the bottom.
Yep.
And they can just sit there and cool down a bit because they are very, very hot. And we can start to dish up. I'll leave the steak till later. I'll get some. So how hungry is David? How many of these do you reckon?
Practically wasting away. Yeah, that's enough.
Well, there's always more.
There is.
There's always more.
We had a big breakfast.
We did. No, you had a salad.
We had 2 breakfasts.
You had a salad. I'm going to open these now.
That.
Some juice has come out. There's a steak, and there's a steak. Add a bit more je ne sais quoi to those. And then we have some peppers and mushrooms. Might as well finish them off. And some creamed garlicky leeks. And there we are, all ready to be eaten.
Is that enough for 13,500 subscribers?
He is a cheeky monkey. Right. Trades?
Trade.
We're having a trade dinner.
Trade again.
So, there we are, all cooked. Hope you've enjoyed this one. I've enjoyed making it, as usual. And see you again next time. Bye.
Lovely. Apparently I didn't say Jane makes a lovely cook and would make someone a lovely wife.